Okay, we've transitioned into the backyard. His energy is a lot different, you can see. He's not whining, he's not pulling and lunging. He's done some pulling and lunging, don't get me wrong. Snoop was not cooperating, so we have him on a martingale collar, which is what I would like him to be on. But we want to wait when you're meeting dogs together. Doing it in progressive stages is a great way to do it. Giving the dog a chance to kind of experience a little bit and then separate, relax, then bring them back together again. In this, now they're both doing some things to tell me how they feel. We had Snoop off the leash when he first came in because this is not his yard. We wanted him to feel comfortable. Now he kind of kept his distance from Junior, which is a way of, outside you saw in the front, he wanted to play with Junior. So that tells me that he's a little bit uncomfortable around Junior yet. Now at the same time, Junior was all worked up. Sit, Junior, sit. Sit, that's very good. He's a lot more relaxed now. His respiration is slowed down. He's not whining. He's not pulling and lunging on the leash. These are all good signs. Now, the other thing that he told me that he was feeling more comfortable with him, before I tried to give him a treat, and he literally spit it out of his mouth. When we're really worked up, like we get in a fight or an accident, the last thing we want is a French fry or something right in the moment. We would spit that out as well because we're prepared to battle or whatever it is. So in this case, the fact that he will take a treat tells me that we've reached a different level. He is a lot more relaxed. So now Grace is letting Snoop get in front of him. So I'm going to have Grace walk in front of Snoop. Nope, keep on this side of him. Wrap it around your hand one more time. And then do a loop and come right over here. What we're going to do is we're going to walk them together. And eventually, if Snoop does well, I'm going to have her hand me the leash and I'll walk them together. But right now, I'm going to have the humans between so that there we have extra distance between the dogs. And dogs get over things by literally moving forward. I mentioned this earlier, but I was so far away from the camera, I might not have heard it. So what Grace and I are going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of a circle, maybe once or twice, and then I might take the leash depending on how they do. So you're going to stay right here, Grace, on my hip. So come right here. There you go. You can Snoop on that side. There we go. So Grace, this is kind of what I was trying to say. Like this. So that's a little short. Now this is a little bit of a disadvantage. If you're not strong and you don't feel like you control the animal, don't do this. Have a second handler. I'm a professional. And you notice I have a pretty short leash for both dogs. Now Junior's not showing aggression at this point. I think he's more anxious. He wants to play. There we go. Snoop is sniffing him, which is a good sign. I mentioned earlier, we always want to allow that to happen. And the fact that Junior's allowing it without snarling and snapping at him is another good sign. All right, Snoop, come on, buddy. Whoop. Sorry, Junior, not quite yet. All right, Grace, I'm going to have another job for you. Can you come over here? Can you pick Snoop up but keep his butt fit? Nope, turn face us. Pick him up and just hold his butt up. There we go. Come on, Junior. Snoop, come here, buddy. How relaxed are you? Oh, and what do your pupils look like? They're fairly dilated. How about, I'll tell you what, stand behind Snoop. Grab his front paws so you're holding him up like he's a human standing on his legs. There you go. All right, a little bit, there you go. And this is not ideal. All right, go ahead and let go. I just want to try to give, hey, let's close that gate. Let's close that gate. Just keep Snoop right there. Okay. Relax, buddy. Tell you what.
It's okay, Fred.
Actually, yeah, well, we'll use this one. This is not going to be quite as big. Junior, don't pull down the house. All right. Snoop, come here, buddy. Oh, yes. We're going to let Junior slip you a little bit. It's okay, buddy. Junior. Come here, Junior. Come here, Junior. Yes, I know. That's why I'm using that. Junior, come here. Good boy. I want you to use your nose around Snoop. Come here. Junior. Junior. Come here.
He's gonna get out of that harness.
Junior. Come here, buddy. Good boy, Snoop. Junior. Junior. Good boy, Junior. Come here. Junior. Snoop, you're doing a great job, buddy. Snoop, Junior. Come here, Junior. Good boy. All right, so Junior has nipped at him a couple times, so I'm not comfortable letting them run around off leash. Like I said, sometimes you have to do it in stages, and this might be a situation where we might have to set up another meeting. Now, Junior really will be well served if his guardian can start developing a little bit more of the leadership skills, so that he kind of can get used to seeing her as a leader. I can facilitate things, but even with me facilitating, it's hard. And he's, like I said, nipped at Snoop a couple times, and I don't want Snoop to have a negative experience. So there's nothing wrong if you're having dogs meet together. If you meet and it doesn't feel like it's going right, people will consider that a failure. Consider that a success. We met. They didn't actually get in a fight. Nobody got hurt. They got to smell each other a little bit. I'm going to go over some tricks. One of the things I'm going to have Snoop's guardians do is basically take a towel, and we're going to wipe him, especially right between his shoulders here, and wipe him down and wipe his underside, especially if he gets wet in the next couple of days. And we're going to drop that towel off. What Junior's guardian is going to do is put that towel on the ground, and it should smell. So I mean, just really spend a day rubbing it all over Snoop. And then basically we're going to put that towel on the ground, we're going to let Junior come up and sniff it, and we're going to drop a treat on the towel. So every time I take that treat, I get to smell Snoop. So we want to create a positive association with the Snoop dog, and so that he starts to say, hey, when I smell Snoop, I get the tastiest treats I've ever gotten. Let's try one more step. Come here, buddy. Junior, come here. Junior. Junior. Come here, buddy.
Who gets Snoop?
Get it underneath your leg here. Let's try to help you out here. Almost got it, Junior. Got my bracelet off. There we go. Junior, come here. Junior. Come here, buddy. No. Come here, Junior. Good job, Snoop. You're doing very good. Junior, come here, buddy. Come here. So at this point, because you saw that nip here, I've obviously pulled him away so nothing bad happened. Snoop didn't even whimper, so I didn't hurt him. But I don't want to have it be a negative experience. I don't want him to practice being aggressive, and I don't want him experience that, because that's going to make him not want to be here. So what we'll do is we'll do the towel. I'm going to go over some tips for Junior's guardian to work on. And the more that he sees her as an authority figure, the less he's going to feel it. Now, Junior got attacked by a couple dogs, 3 different dogs. One of them made him need to go to a vet's office for some stitches. So he's had there's some reasons for him to act this way. But that doesn't mean that we can't get him there. He's in our counter conditioning class, which will help. We might want to have Snoop come to one of those classes just so he can walk in front of him, doing the same sort of thing with the other dogs. All right, so this is not the video that I wanted to have, but like I said, don't consider it a failure. This is video 2 on the road to Snoop and Junior becoming best of buddies.